Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. The Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season saying we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds the tight end. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode.
Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Number 12.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down. There, they've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Burnley. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Webb. Lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go back to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Burnley. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Grab behind the line. It's Newsome. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. The sure hands, it's Burnley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Webb. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And he muffs it, a loose football. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Looking to throw, it's Webb. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's right on target. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Pressure coming. Dances away to buy time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 through Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets it out fast. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The card. Way to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air, using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking for an open area to his left. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Hurricane! They take the lead. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is top.
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Off-play action on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. On the run, it's Cornelius. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he's got it! Touchdown, Canes!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air, it's Webb. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Newsome. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Webb. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Burnley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's back to throw on second down. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They want that clock to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown Hurricanes! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Webb. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He looks that one in nicely. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense has converted just one time in 4 fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it and the ball just trickles to the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few.